You are such a young lady. Look at you sitting down, all proper and everything. What's going on, everyone? My name is Carlos. This is Lisa. And today's video, basically, we're going to be going over an update of this camera that I'm using currently, the Action 5 DJI Action 5 Pro. There was a recent software update and it fixed a lot of things. There are still things that aren't working 100%, but we'll go over that. Let's get started. So Lisa's so cute. But have you seen my previous video, which I'll leave in the link below? Basically, I was saying that the color saturation was just way too high. Everything seemed like it was overly bright. It had some weird artifacting with people in movement. Like my girlfriend Amanda, she was jumping and she had like this weird like halo artifacting around her, like she had a force field around her. And then with black text, we were in Target and some of the black text kind of it was like thicker and then it was thinner and then it was thicker again. It was very strange. But basically, at the end of that video, because it was just in first impressions, it wasn't like a review or anything like that. My first impressions were, if you're looking for an action camera right this second, probably go with the Action 4 instead of the 5 Pro, because the 4 has already had all these updates over time. It's already been fine-tuned, if that makes sense. The 5 Pro just came out, and they're still like fine-tuning it. They're still updating it. And that was basically, you know, my conclusion. Well, now they updated the Action 5 Pro with the big software update, fixes a lot of bugs. You can have a higher not frame rate, you can have a higher bit rate and all these other things. And so basically what I try to do is I try to film exactly how I filmed that first time. We went to the park, I filmed there when it was sunny, filmed some of the plants, and then we went to Target and I try to make her jump up and down, hold clothes, look at signs. And basically the conclusion comes down to, one, I don't think the colors are as poppy. They still pop. They're still definitely a lot brighter than the Action 4, but I don't think they're as exaggerated as when we filmed the first time. I try to get some, you know, the trees and different colors and the leaves, and it doesn't seem as poppy and exaggerated as the first time we filmed, but it is still poppy, like very bright, but it's not, I mean, I wouldn't say that's a bad thing, depending, I guess, what you prefer. Yeah, it's definitely improved a lot, I believe, unless it's a placebo effect, but looking back at the footage, it does look like it has improved where it's not as exaggerated. Though I still prefer the way, oh my God, Lisa's just like, I'm sorry, look at her. She's just such a lady. She's just like, but I do prefer how the shadows and the blacks look on the Action 4 compared to the 5 Pro. I think with the 5 Pro, the AI or maybe the sensor or whatnot is really trying to brighten the darkness, which is nice when it's fully dark, but it's not nice when you're just trying to capture a well-lit place and just some areas are darker than others. The text, like, because we went into Target again, the text were like big numbers or big letters on cardboard. They still do the weird thing where like up close, it just, I don't know, like you move the camera and it turns a little thinner, then gets thicker and then gets thinner. I don't know what causes that. If anybody has an explanation, I'll definitely listen. It still happens, and I don't know why it happens, or I don't know how to not make it happen. But it does look a little bit improved. I don't know, it could be another placebo, but for me, it did look a little bit improved. The weird artifacting around Amanda when she jumps, that's completely gone. I made her jump like 100 times in front of this like other family that was walking by, so I was just embarrassing her. Yeah, when she jumps, there's no more like weird artifacting when she jumps, so that has been fixed, thankfully. Oh, and I also noticed, and this is a brand new thing actually, because I didn't notice this with the other footage, is when we entered the Target with the Action 5 Pro, all the lights kind of like flickered from the background. But on the 4, everything was fine. It just looked like normal lights. So I don't know if that's a new bug or maybe I just didn't notice it the first time. But yeah, I noticed when we entered, like all the lights in the very, very back on the 5 Pro, it just looks like it was flickering. But on the 4, it looks perfectly fine. All right, so all in all, did this update like revolutionize this camera or like completely made it into a different camera? No. This is still a really solid camera. Like I have nothing wrong with the 5 Pro. I think it's something that is going to just improve over time with each software update. And I do believe now I can officially say I would prefer you guys buy the 5 Pro instead of the 4. Unless the 4 is like extremely cheap on Black Friday, then I absolutely buy the 4. It's not that the 4 is bad by any means. It's a really good camera. still way better than like any GoPros. But with the 5 Pro, they've improved so many things that you might as well go ahead and buy the 5 Pro. I think I've changed my mind after this update. I think if you need a action camera, if you need a vlogging camera, or for whatever, I definitely believe the Action 5 Pro is the way to go now, especially with all these updates that I'm sure in the future are going to come out and fix more things or add more things. So all in all, I'm very happy with this update. The higher bitrate, I also believe, made a lot of people happy. So I 100% approve this camera, and Lisa is now napping on the floor, or not on the floor, but on the seat. But yeah, so definitely Action 5 Pro, worth it over the 4. But again, you know, if you're not going to film a lot and you don't care about, you know, being in the dark or being inside, the Action 4 Pro is like the way, or the Action 4 is just the way to go, especially if you find a really good deal on Black Friday. If you're more long-term, you want to keep this forever and you want to have something that's going to be good in darkness or indoor lighting, the Action 5 Pro is 100% worth it. With all that said, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace. Say bye, Lisa. Say bye. Say bye. Say bye. Here you go. Here's your action camera.